Thank you for joining me once again on the vegan season, where it's the season to be vegan. Well, I have a sweet tooth, I will admit that. So today I will be making banana oatmeal cookies. It's really easy, it's a nice quick snack, and it's coming to the end of my day. So this is what I'm going to do for my dessert. My ingredients are oats, gluten-free flour, raisins, aluminum-free baking powder, honey. I'm a vegan who uses honey. Yes, I use honey. If you choose not to use honey, you can always substitute for maple syrup or agave. Olive oil, and I had frozen banana. That's why it's a little watery, but we're going to drain the water and we're going to mash the banana. So now I'm going to use a fork and mash the banana down as much as possible, like so. Okay, these bananas were frozen. This is part of the piece that was in the frozen banana. These were really ripe. These are the ends of the banana. I'll take those out. These, and again, before we start, don't forget to wash your hands because you're gonna sometimes stick your hand in the food and things like that. So that's what you want to always start with, washing your hands. These bananas I had were really ripe bananas that I put in the freezer to use, for later purposes and things like that. So that's why it's watery, because I had it in the freezer. So I'm going to mash as much as I can. It looks like I'm about to start some fritters. But no, I'm going to make some banana oatmeal cookies. Mash it down as much as possible. Then to that, we're going to add the liquid ingredients first. Just want to stir it some more just to keep breaking it down. Let me move this over so you can see better. Okay. Then to that, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of olive oil. So I'm just going to eyeball it. Pour that in. I like to do, if I have a recipe that calls for oil and other ingredients, I like to add the oil first, and then, well, in the liquid measure, I like to add the oil first, and then I'm going to put the other ingredient in because the oil helps that other ingredient to slide right out. Honey. And like I said, if you don't want to use honey, you can always substitute with agave, maple syrup, or just use, some kind of organic sugar if that's your liking. See, usually you have to scrape out honey, but that oil just allowed the honey to slide right out without me having to go back in with a spatula or a spoon to scrape it out. Then I'm going to stir that together. It's a pretty simple, easy recipe. Takes about, if that, 15-20 minutes to make, if that, not to make, but to put all the ingredients together. Then you put it in the oven. You don't have to turn it, Then we have our raisins. aluminum-free baking soda, or sorry, baking powder. We have our oatmeal. And alongside that, I have gluten-free flour. So I'm taking my spatula and just mixing everything in together. And we want the oven to be preheating at 350 degrees while we're doing this. I can't help it with these sweets. I love cookies, I love cakes, I love donuts. I'm not so much a candy person, so I guess that's a good thing. That's it. So now we put it on our cookie sheet, and we put it in the oven, and that's how this gets done. I have a non-stick silicone cookie sheet, and I put that on top of a baking tray, and I'm using an ice cream scoop, so I'm just going to scoop the cookie dough on. And pat it down a little bit. Like I said, it's a pretty easy recipe to make, very enjoyable to eat, and you will love it. This is what the cookie dough looks like on the tray. So now we put it in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes on 350 degrees. I like my cookies with that nice golden brown texture, and these are not hard cookies. These are going to be soft. So you can put it on anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes depending on where you like the texture of your cookies. So now it's going in the oven. Don't forget to set your timer, and we'll see the finished product in a few minutes. These are what the cookies look like once they're finished. They look nice and moist. They're soft on the inside. Look at that. Nice and soft and smells so good. Once again, thank you for joining me on the vegan season. I had so much fun making these banana oatmeal cookies. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. It tastes so good. You're gonna love it. It's quick, simple, and easy to make. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also, let's get to 500 subscribers so I can do a face reveal for you. God bless and enjoy. Bye.